Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. I'm Zemo, the dad in DPS, and welcome back to another episode of Scrip My Pants, the series where I spend Scrip at the Purveyor and see how well we do. Now, with the recent patch having came out and the raids now in full swing, I'm gonna be honest, I think RNG is becoming less of a relevant thing that I want to explore. The raids, in theory, should give me everything I could ever need, are farmable, and yeah, they've turned out to be relatively easy as far as I'm concerned. Either way, guys, let's head into the script bin that is the Rusty Pick, and let's have some fun. Either way, like, comment, subscribe. Blah, 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 blah. Now, as you can see, we've got 8,987 script, but what we're going to do today is we're going to use 4,000 of it. And we're going to go for, I think, 2,000 on weapons. And we'll go for 2,000 on armor. For the reasons that, you know, we want pretty much loads of different effects on here. So we'll start with the weapons. So first off, we have a fixer with damage aiming and free perception. Now, an interesting thing about weapons that is a more recent thing. The free start effects on weapons, intelligence is now on there. Now, if you want the maximum amount of XP possible, intelligence is a very valuable thing. But, you know, Ghoulslayer's Hitman's Perception, not the best one there. That is going to probably go back into the script machine because I have all those effects in more insane amounts. Then we have Instigating, Replenish Action Points, and VATS Critical Charge on this Assault Rifle. What I would say about Critical Charge is it is becoming more valuable than it was last patch because the new system with heavy weapons being able to be VATS related is a lot more relevant now. Bloody Broadsider with damage aiming and reload speed. That one's actually not bad. That one's actually not bad as a Broadsider. Might keep that, might test it, see how well the Broadsider's doing this patch. So far, we've got not a lot. Hunter's Short Handmade, Damage Aiming, Perception. Hitman's the only good effect on there. The rest of them are not really relevant to me. This one is absolute trash. Furious, Last Shot, Resilient, Short Assault Rifle. Assault Rifles aren't great. Last Shot's the only real effect there that I'd be interested in, and even then, I'm really not interested in that weapon at all. Instigating, Crippling Ghosts. This is trash. I hate the dragon. However, there is a new legendary effect in the raids that is potentially going to make that fun to maybe use. Aristocrat's Pipe Bolt Action with limb damage and endurance. Some decent effects to scrap on that one at the very least. Then we have Furious Combat Shotgun. We've got VATS Enhanced and Agility. Nothing I'm interested really on there either. Quad Ultra Sight Gatling Laser with the chance to hit VATS and action point cost. Now this is definitely a good one to scrap. Quad is an effect that I don't have on as many characters as I would like, and as I said, like VATS related stuff involving heavy weapons is actually a lot more valuable than it was previously, so yeah, we definitely want to have all those VATS related effects, but that one is definitely going to be a scrap rather than rather than a script. Suppressed Light Machine Gun, VATS hit chance, free agility, script. Assassin's Light Machine Gun with, explosive and endurance. Now, explosive is still incredibly valuable, and endurance is still incredibly valuable. If you don't know, endurance is one of the effects that unyielding armor does not give. So anything like, you know, the endurance effect on armor, the endurance effect on weapons is actually something that I would say is a viable pick for certain circumstances, especially melee. So that is a scrappy weapon, so we can try and learn those effects. Instigating Short Assault Rifle, crit damage and strength. So that one's another scrapper. Crit damage and strength, both very good effects and ones that I want on more characters, though I'm not sure how many characters I have them on. And the same applies to this one. I want the crit damage effect there, but the rest of the effects are crap, and it's a Stalker's Gatling Plasma, so yeah. Just yeah. Gormon Short Combat Rifle, VATS hit chance, and fast movement speed while aiming. That is a scribbity script. Not got anything I'm too interested in. Now, this is an interesting one. We have Troubleshooter Single Action with weapon speed and free luck. Now, luck is added on there as well, so we definitely want to scrap that to try and get the luck off there. Again, I'm not sure how viable, like, extra luck on top of, like, unyielding armor is. But if you're on a build that doesn't utilize unyielding armor, then luck stacking on your armor and on your weapon is a good way to get damage mitigation, because you'll know that a lot of the perks in that luck tree have changed to enhance with luck. So, for example, Ricochet is better the more luck you have. Now, on unyielding armor, you might reach that cap, but when you're not unyielding, when you're full health, you might not. So it's a hard kind of question, something I'm going to explore in the future. Gulsler's short hunting rifle with VATS hit chance, and the gain, resistances. Absolute pish. It's going in the script machine again once I get the chance. Junkie's short gamma gun. It's got luck on there. The other effects are not good, so we will scrap that to try and learn that luck effect. Another terrible weapon, Assassin's 50 cal machine gun. Bash damage and ghosts. Just no, trash. Now we have one more weapon to go. We've got 50% durability and last shot on this weapon, so we will scrap it to try and learn those. But Hunters and the fact that the Black Powder Rifle, really not interesting. Last weapon for today. Mutant Slayer's Gauss with limb damage and action point cost. Now, I don't know if this character has VATS optimized already. That's the only thing I would really want this for. Otherwise, it's going in the script machine, because you can't, fling those weapons around. Now we are going to go for legendary armor, so we're going to stop when we get to around about 4,900 scrip. So first item, we've got durability on there, so that is good. Hardy and nocturnal. Now the thing I'd say about the armor is I'm not actually interested in the armor pieces when I do this. I'm only interested in the effects that I can scrap. Pretty much anything I'm not interested in that isn't an actual good armor piece is going straight in the script bin. We've got 2 charisma on here. Charisma does actually, have a better benefit this time. I'm fairly certain it doesn't have an upper cap on how much reduction to, the effect on sales it has. So this is definitely an interesting one for us to try out in the future. Not the armor, just the effect. But yeah, charisma's the only good effect on that one. Another durability effect. Is this the durability server? It's one of the effects I don't have on any characters now that I think about it. So durability is a really, really, really good effect this patch as well. But that's the only good effect that's on there anyway. Then we've got Unyielding, Strength, and Frozen. Now, Unyielding and Strength, very good effects. I don't think I need to tell you guys how valuable Strength is. It increases carry weight, and it also increases melee damage, so on any melee build, Strength is pretty much king. And Endurance has a close second effect there, because it makes you far tankier, gives you far more health, and has loads of different cool effects that stack with perks in this current climate. So yeah, Endurance very good as well. Strength, lockpicking, and bolstering. Bolstering is an absolute garbage, so we'll probably scrap that. Armor. Overeaters, another very good effect in this patch. If you've seen me do any raids, and we will be streaming raids and things like that, like, I am very tanky, and that is due to is due to overeaters. So there's lots of different effects that help you. Now we've got the Sentinels effect here and Endurance. This is definitely a very scrappable piece of armor, though I'm not sure if these 2 effects I have on this character. But again, we'll explore that when we get to the scrapping portion of this video. Endurance, again, another really good effect, but everything else on there was absolute garbage. We've got Strength on this one. Through Hikers, not really relevant. Through Hikers has been reduced in perk cost, so why the hell would I use armor that does it? It's one of those effects on armor that I think they need to give it a different effect now. I think they need to rework it. Which I think they probably will do. They're probably reworking a lot of things at the moment. Agility is the only moderately okay thing here. Agility sort of is something that should be stacked now, because you do get damage avoidance with higher agility. So on full health builds, it might be viable to have agility in your armor sets, but again, these are all things that need to be tested and fiddled around with. Durability, very good effect on here. Again, it's one that I've been missing. Glutton, not great. Troubleshooter is also not great. There's just a lot of armor effects that aren't very good. Same applies to here. Overeaters, Perception. Perception is possibly the worst of the special stats now, and that is bar none. And the main reason for that is the perception tree doesn't have anything that really benefits for having a higher perception, other than the fact that higher perception gives you better accuracy with certain weapons and also allows you to see enemies further. But in terms of like perk viability, it doesn't change any of them. We've got Cavaliers on here, Agility again. Those are the two effects that I would take off there if I was gonna. Assassins, you know, bleh, not really worth it. Brotherhood armor is good though, but this is a heavy character that exclusively exists in power armor, so not really that relevant to him. Charisma again is an effect I want to get off there. And Pack Rats, I do not understand this being, you know, an effect on armor. Who's gonna really waste their time with it? We've got Perception. To be honest, all those effects are not really great. Though I do want to learn Toxic on characters, because I intend to make a Strangleheart set where pretty much I just deal like damage types by standing still. We've got Luck on here again, Overeaters, so that's two good effects that we could potentially learn. Luck on this one, Vanguard is not good, Doctors is also not that great, so we are going to ignore them. Exterminators, Hardy and Adamantium, all bad effects. That's scrip level here. Powered, very, very good effect. Very good effect for that second slot, depending on the build you're using. If you're using like a VATS crit build, possibly one of the best effects, especially on heavy weapon builds now, because with the new armor set that's in the raid, you are going to be able to have insane regeneration of AP and do a lot of cool things. Overeater's Strength on here, so that's definitely two effects that we want to get off of there if this character doesn't have it. Again, it's because I'm just back again. It is very difficult to see what I've got on this character, but Intelligence and Sentinels, very good effects on here, so we'll be trying to learn them off there, ideally. This one has absolutely nothing. Nocturnal, Fireproof, and Burning. Burning, again, is one of those effects that I do want to use for a meme, but I'm not really in a rush to do that. It's something that will come out in a video in one day where I've done some very silly things, and yeah, but you know, it's not something that should happen quick. Zealots, Hazmat, Safecrackers. Yeah, pish. Absolutely pish. There's nothing on this marine chest I would be interested in, and the armor itself is not something I'm interested in. Again, we've got Agility on here. There is the potential that it could be viable or valuable in the future, or is now. I really don't know. But the other two effects, Assassin and Forever's very poop. We've got Powered again, so again, that is an effect we do want to learn on all of our characters, but Life Saving and Safecrackers are completely weapon weight reduction, always a good effect. We'll definitely want to learn that. I want that on lots of characters. I've got it on 2 so far, which gives me a lot of options. Unyielding, Hazmat, and Toxic. None of those effects, other than Unyielding, are worth anything. This character might already have Unyielding, and because it's an untradeable armor, I might just scrip it, but we'll see. Unyielding, Strength, again, 2 good effects. 2 effects that I can learn on my other characters if this character doesn't have it. Luck and Durability, definitely want to learn them, but yeah, Zealot's not great. Agility, again, I'm just going over what we're getting. I'm not really adding much to this, am I? So we've got 5,000 left, and I think because we were at 4,900, I'm going to stop at 5,000. I'm going to stop at 5,000. That makes a lot more sense because we've got 5,007. And then what we're going to do is we're going to scrap some stuff and see if we learn anything. Now, I didn't do any top picks in this video because I'm going to be honest, I didn't really have any that I was that interested in. Now you can see we've got a chance to learn. This is the new kind of thing that's been added with the patch. You can actually see what you're going to learn potentially from an item. So we're going to scrap that. And because you can see what you can learn, it is very viable to use it on even stuff that you don't necessarily want to learn certain effects, on the basis that the effects that you're going to look like, for example, I can only get endurance off this. Now, I'll probably swap this to a different character so I can get the chance to learn explosive or endurance. Because while I don't need endurance on a lot of things, yeah, it's just, there's a lot of effects that I would rather save for other characters. Plus, technically I could add something on the top of that and it'd be a really good weapon, potentially. But there is lots of cool effects that we want to learn, and figure out. See, you can see there's certain characters I don't have entire things learned. We were going to learn charisma, weren't we? Because I don't have charisma on any of my characters that I know of. I could be completely wrong on that one. Do we have strength on this one? No, we need to learn all of that stuff. Did that just jump to the top? This is the most annoying thing about the new system, is if you scroll down, it actually will jump to the very top of the list. There we go. We unlock Sentinels, so that was definitely worth it. And that makes it really annoying. Like, flat out makes it incredibly annoying to scrap at the moment. It's not like the worst scrapping system, but they need to make it so it actually sticks to where I kept my freaking weapon. Not my weapon, my cursor. Like, it should literally let me scrap the things that I scrapped. You know, it's just... Bethesda has a habit of doing things that are not the best for the game, and this is one of them. It's like really annoying to scrap things currently. And you know, I'm going down to the bottom because if I go down to the bottom, I've got a bit more control of what I've already scrolled through because I'm going bottom up. But yeah, it's really annoying me. Like, I mean, this is already a win. We got Sentinels. Sentinels is an effect that I will be using on a lot of characters. So to unlock it is definitely... Like, I've got it on, I want to say 2 other characters already. So anything I do unlock isn't exactly a problem. But it's one of those things where it's very difficult to keep track of everything that you've learned. So you just have to keep scrolling through things and figuring it out gradually. Durability, though, is one that has eluded me a lot. And you guys are going to find that there's certain perks and certain things that have eluded you as well. I think that's just the thing where you need to work through items. You need to get through, like, what's the word? The effects that, you know, you have... Well, not the effects, the mods, the actual just base mods for the items that you haven't unlocked already, and just get there. Now I don't want to put that one on this guy. Because a lot of this stuff I'm going to swap over to other characters, so there is that. Good, that can be scrapped. Oh, there's durability again. Scrap that. So we're just kind of cherry picking the stuff now. I'm just trying to make sure I get the right things. Another thing we wanted. I think we're nearly done here because it's like powered on here. What were you? There's a lot on that. I definitely don't have that. I think we're nearly done. Oh, right. Let's try and get that lot. I mean, the fact that we already got one of the effects is more than enough for me. Did I? Oh, I didn't do the weapon weight. I'm just double checking this isn't the character. Yeah, I don't have Arms Keeper on this character, so it's always something to make sure that you're not scrapping something that has absolutely no value to that character. And I think we'll leave that at there. You know, when it comes to it, I think there is lots of things that you can get and you can figure out with the crafting system. But one thing I am going to say to everybody is head into raids. Now, they are difficult in comparison to all the content that's currently available. But with the right build, with the right gear, then you are going to be able to do very, very easily, and you're going to get some cool stuff. Survivability is more valuable in raids than damage. So even taking a shitty weapon is better as long as you can survive. Focus on your armor. Focus on armor. Focus on a singular set first, and then you can start playing with stuff. I'm going to be honest, I find them quite trivial now, and it's going to be a farm for me. So yeah, that's just all I wanted to really say today. This was just me coming back to making videos for Fallout 76 after taking my month off to get my head in place. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. And I'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland. Have a fun day, guys.
In a world of rust and danger, where the shadows dance and linger, there's a merchant with a smile so sly, trading treasures, oh my, my. In the glow of old neon lights, she makes the midnight markets bright with a wink. She shifts the scene, dreams for sale from the unseen, purvey a murmur with a mystic tune, selling whims beneath the moon. In the ruins, a heart so grand, turning rubble into golden sand. Wares like whispers in the breeze, carry secrets from the chart trees, gems and trinkets, rare delight, found in the shadows of the night. In a landscape rough and eerie, she spins tales never weary, with each trade a glint of grace.